What up, guys? Today we have a ruthless operation here. I am leveling up the Oculus, and I'm really enjoying Vanguard. I am about level 10. This team we have team range damage, we have team melee damage, and then we also have team ability cooldown. So we have some pretty good team perks here. This operation number 3. Vox Liberatus, I'm pretty sure, something like that. It's a very good operation to test out builds because you're playing against Tyranids and Chaos, and I think that's just a great mix when you're trying to learn a new weapon. I am bringing out the Oculus. I just got the perk where I get an extra penetration, which is nice because, you know, Oculus is actually really strong against mobs. There I just get absolutely jumped on. Holy cow. This Lictor really gave me trouble. I was just not fast enough for those parries. He like basically spawned right next to me. That was definitely a pain. But I'm still like very, you know, I'm still very keen on taking this thing out. I'm at 1 right now. We have 2 teammates at 1. This operation starts off very sweaty, which is rough. And yep, here it's on its way. I get the parry that I needed to redeem myself a bit there. Getting some good damage there. And then we take the thing out. That is definitely a rough start to the operation. Here we're just rolling over some mini chaos. I did pick up the stim there, so that's nice. And I do have a Guardian Relic, so I'm not in that bad of a situation. Using the Oculus here. Trying to get some good shots in just to soften them up for some melee. But they do have the melt. Well, I'm not too sure if that's a melta, but I'm pretty sure it's a melta. I go right into that teleport and get damaged by that. Very, very tough operation to start off with. I do get the grenade there, which is nice. We get the chaos down. Trying to get Oculus to take this chaos out, but I'm just getting so much chip damage. And yeah, I'm practically at 1 this entire operation so far. This was rough because I had to parry the minor enemies there, but then I'm also getting shot, and you know, that was just a quick kick that I was not ready for. But I have the Guardian Relic. So I get the Guardian Relic. This is, yes, it is ruthless, so, you know, a little bit of a hard operation isn't anything that really, you know, that really scares me. So I'm back at full health, I get a stim, boom. Everything's okay, you know what I mean? Here I'm definitely trying to line up a grapple on the disc guy, but my grapple isn't quite ready yet. So I get back with my team. My team is also at 1. Yeah, we're all kind of in a rough spot here. So even though my Oculus isn't fully upgraded, I do have a fully upgraded Neo Volkite pistol, so I can kind of just bring that out when the going gets tough. There I had to use my stim, unfortunately. I wasn't too confident I was going to take out this disc shaman too fast, even though I probably could have done that, but holy cow, man. I already went through a Guardian Relic and like 2 stims. It's been a rough go at it at the moment. But we are getting by. We are definitely going to beat operation number 3. This is one of those operations that I feel like no matter how tough the going is, you can kind of just push through it. It's a fun operation. So here I have no armor, that's why I'm pretty hesitant. I just wasn't able to get my contested health back fast enough because all of our team perks are about damage and cooldown, which is fine. Honestly, I thought it was pretty cool. Kind of helped out my Oculus SMG. There, we take out the chaos, and unfortunately, I take a huge hit on health, which is rough. But, you know what? We are getting through this. As a team, we're doing some pretty good damage, you know what I mean? So it's hard to imagine anything actually getting in our way. To be fair, though, I am learning this class. I do need to get the perks that are better suited for higher difficulties, but I just can't help but run Ruthless because I get a nice experience boost. I'm able to hold my own, even though, you know, right here, I'm at level 1, but... not level 1, sorry. I'm at basically 1 health. But my teammates are leveled up, and they're having a similar struggle as well. So it's nothing, you know, I'm not really holding my team back here. I'm doing my best to take out important targets. Staying alive is also nice, so there's that. Also, our assault here is a little jittery. He was just he was just a little laggy. a little laggy operation for our assault, but we do have a tactical here with the Melta. So this tactical should be using the contested health perk for the team, where your contested health, goes down slower, and that helps, everyone keep their health full, basically. It is a really, really good perk, to be honest. It's one of the best ones. So here I'm trying to get around the fight. This is one of the ways you should go, is up this ramp, because there's always just a great amount of mobs in the middle. It is fun to take out those mobs, and I do believe that is why our extermination score is a B here. But we are, we're still fighting chaos. We're still fighting chaos. Chaos is still tough. Here I'm kind of in a situation. There's a couple majors basically on their way to surround me here. So I try to push forward just so I can get a little bit of, a little bit of separation between me and those majors. Big armor boost here. I kind of want to see a melee attack again, but he goes for the fire cyclone there, which is rough. I really have to look more for parries against majors, but for the most part, I just wanted to do as much damage as possible with the Oculus. Big parry there. And I get the execution on the major. And I'm excited to level up the Oculus. Right now it's green. And I know it's not the best weapon for Ruthless, but for Vanguard, it's just the weapon that I think looks the coolest with Vanguard. That scope is kind of sick, and I kind of like the option of being able to, have like medium to close range damage. Even though I know Vanguard has plenty of weapons that are maybe just as strong, maybe stronger. I don't really know that much about Vanguard yet, but I'm having a great time learning. Getting the parry there. Big execution. I do manage to play out of that major situation, which is fine, but again, as a team, we're kind of struggling. Everyone is basically at 1 health. We're all at lethal damage here. Luckily, we have 2 parts left of the operation. Pretty much after this, you do the elevator, and then you go for the demon host. And this part can be tough. This part normally does start with a Terminator, but luckily we're doing so much damage as a team, we're just a little squishy. Our contested health is pretty much being depleted very fast. Here is the Terminator. The Terminator I've been having a good time with, trying to relearn the parry windows. And with the Vanguard, you have increased parry windows, so I'm able to get that parry right there. And then we just go in, trying to get some melee attacks, which is nice. So as you see, the Terminators and the Extremists probably aren't the biggest issues. Even though the Extremists I ran into in the beginning of this operation definitely did a number on me. Look at those pixels. Those pixels were kind of wild. No idea where those came from. I am playing on the PS5 Pro. Normally it's very crisp. Normally it's very clean, but it is kind of funny seeing those pixels. It looks like a different game. Basically a 12-bit Space Marine. That would be kind of sick. So those skulls you can definitely shoot down, but they came at me kind of fast, so I just wanted to dodge out of the way. And we're starting off on taking these altars. Again, I do have the penetration perk on the Oculus here, so that's probably the best way to take out mobs. The combat knife is okay at taking out mobs. It's kind of like better at taking out just single targets though, because it has a pretty good stagger. But against large mobs, I just wasn't able to get the combat knife to work very well. The Oculus was just much stronger, probably because of the bullet penetration. So now I have 2 stims. I have 2 stims and 3 grenades. At this moment, you pretty much have this operation wrapped up as long as you play your abilities right and don't throw any grenades you don't need to throw. I definitely prefer having 3 grenades, but I'm starting to get used to the crack grenades, and they only come in. Yeah, see, like that grenade was bad. Luckily, there's a frag right there, so I was able to get my grenade back. Also, bullet penetration, taking out the mobs. Just trying to soften up that major right there. But yeah, I'm starting to really enjoy crack grenades. I've been carrying them for a bit. We have a really good team here, though, with the tactical, with the assault, and the Vanguard. I just can't wait to get inner fire, man. Again, getting killed by those teleports. So I've played okay with this operation, but here's where I start to play really well. Against these disc shamans, the Vanguard's really good against them. I made sure to get the parry there. I already had a perfect dodge. And look at the pixels. Wild pixels. Got hit by the demon host there. But luckily I do get the perfect dodge. I get the shot there. We are going for the last altar here. This is honestly one of my favorite operations. I definitely enjoy fighting the mix of Chaos and Tyranids. Learning a new class can always be weird, but I feel like this is a great way to learn it fast, pretty much because you're fighting the two major enemies that you need to go against. And fighting Tyranids, honestly, isn't that big of a deal. It's mostly fighting the Chaos, but still, you kind of want to go through the ringer with the majors attacking you and everything. Pretty wild Melta there. But yeah, I enjoy the Oculus. I enjoy the Oculus. This is basically my third since I've been doing Ruthless with Vanguard. I started Ruthless at level 5, went to level 8, went to 8 to 10, and this is a level 10 to level 12, I believe. So I'm leveling up fast because I'm getting these Ruthless runs down, and honestly, I haven't lost yet. Luckily here I have a good team. You can see by the damage the assault just out-damaged us pretty clearly. And then, honestly, the tacticals of Melta, it's kind of hard to out-damage that with a green Oculus, you know? But I'm on my way. I'm on my way to get the Vanguard up to level 20 and to get my Oculus at Relic. I want to get the Thunderhammer to Relic first.